Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shut Door or Door Shutter coming back to you with episode 35 of Direwolf20's 1.18 mod pack. And today we are actually down in the Villager Trading Hall. I've been working on getting this a little bit, um, you know, better looking right now. And currently just kind of making this look a little bit better with the actual villagers. I have like a lamp behind them so they can illuminate a little bit better. Signs is basically the only thing that I'm using to indicate their trades. I probably could put like a computer screen up here or something if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to get too fancy with this, and this guy is Blast Protection 4. But yeah, I've been just working on this and just doing a few other things, and for some reason I put 5 as in V here. Let's change that. But yeah, so just kind of working on a little bit of minor work here, and I think what I want to do today, of course, is finish up with the create stuff, but I wanted to kind of bring some attention to what I was doing over here. It's kind of been an on and off project. I've been starting it a little bit, a little while ago, and I never really got anywhere. I've been adding more villagers, of course, because I'm still looking for these new trades. I did get Traveler a little bit ago. I think he's over here. Traveler, I got Step Height, and I also got Sweeping Edge 3, which is something I've been looking for a little bit now. Um, so that's pretty good. Currently just swapping this around here. Kind of a very simplistic design. Nothing too fancy, I would say. Kind of some basic blocks. The cobblestone bricks, of course, is what I've been using quite a bit throughout this playthrough. So yeah. Let's hop, skip, and jump over to the base. I'm going to come back to this after this episode, kind of in between episodes. Just wanted to, of course, talk about it a little bit. I will be getting, more enchants because I still want this gloom enchant, just because it would be awesome. So let's toss some of this stuff away. Home. All right. I also quickly want to talk about tools. You can see I don't actually have my Tinker's pickaxe on me anymore. It's because it's in this bag somewhere. And the reason is, and I'll show you this, is because I went ahead and made the Draco Arcanius pick from Forbidden and Arcanus. And let's show you this craziness. So I've upgraded this pickaxe as much as I could. Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, Mending, Soulbound. Watch this, okay? So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, basically 4. This thing is so much faster than my pickaxe. So I'm gonna use this. This is gonna be our pickaxe for now. I do want to get the axe and the other stuff because, in all honesty, this is not a good pickaxe compared to this, and these aren't good pickaxes compared to this. Of course, my hammer and stuff's still going to be the same. I've already changed the sword. I will need to get more dragon scales because I used them to make this. But I think for now we're going to toss our pickaxes in there. And yeah. Alrighty. So what do we need to get? So we can get rid of that. And get rid of nothing else. Alright. So the rolling mill. Let's work on this. The rolling mill will be used to get rods, and it'll be used to get wire. Of course, this is for immersive engineering as well as creates crafts and additions, so that's something to keep in mind. So, let's look at this. We need to actually make one. So let's actually auto-craft all of this fancy jazz. Okay. We also want to get a mechanical press. Right? We also probably want a couple depots just in case. Right? We'll grab some belts. Some shafts. And I think that should be good. If we need anything else, of course, I still have my wireless grid on me. Okay, so over here, let's go for How do I want to do this? Because this actually needs to be above a depot, and I'm not sure about this. I think it just goes through it. So, for example, let's test that actually. Let's check how this works before I finalize it. So I'm guessing we set this here. We set chest. Let's go for 2. Let's grab like 12. We need a few chests. Anyway, so okay, here and here. Actually, no. Let's do this. Okay, and then we'll do chest, chest, shaft. Actually, let's push the shaft down. And we'll grab some funnels. Since I have way too many of them on accident. We'll put a belt here, belt here, belt here, belt here. Funnel. Funnel. And then, of course, we want to funnel out of this. Alright. So what should happen is if we actually get some gear boxes. I really need to auto-craft these things, by the way. And also the andesite alloy. I guess I have the andesite alloy, so let's grab that. Let's grab 128. And then we'll grab a few more shafts so we can just throw them in the system. And then we'll grab Gearbox. I do like how they've changed up the recipe a little bit with a whole bunch of other things. With the addition of trains. They've definitely made it a little bit more intuitive, because you actually have to go somewhere with the mod before you can start making everything willy-nilly. Hence this whole contraption, right? So let's see. So we want to probably vertical gearbox this. Let's grab that axe. Alright, so let's hold... Oh, what am I doing? Gearbox vertical, like I just said. And then we probably actually want it that way. And then we'll do gearbox. We'll do shaft. Shaft. And then down here. And then... This is going to really look stupid. We'll grab another gearbox. And of course this will be vertical. And then we can do this. Okay. So, yes, this looks very awful. I do not like this, but I think this might actually be the setup we go with. We might pull it closer to the other one. But that's probably about it. So we want... I think we want copper plates, right? Is that what we're looking for? Copper? Okay, copper plate. Let's actually grab a hammer. I'm just going to make them this way for a second so we can just test this out. Okay, put one in here. It's in there. It rolls. It takes a second. There we go. There's our wire. There's 2 wire. Okay. And I do plan on replacing this whole windmill with this electric motor. With actually a couple electric motors. One powering basically each one of these. Just because I don't want to limit it. I don't know the stress capacity or anything of this, right? So that's something to take note. But if I need to make a lot of them, I will. I don't really care. Okay, so that was successful. Let's throw all of these in there. And of course we can make rods, we can make wires. That's our kind of thing with this one. Okay. So let's actually pull this closer. Right, I don't think there's really a reason. Could we actually just set this right on top of this windmill? I don't know if I want to do that. Alright, so let's go Cobblestone. Shaft. Nope. I'll place it down in a second here. So this will be here. This will be here, there, there. And then we'll move this, of course, one closer, which I think we need to be facing this way. Belt, belt. Let's take out this. Alright. There's that. And of course, we'll be using crafters and stuff and importers under these chests. The cobblestone's temporary. Okay, so we can hook this back up just like this. That'll work. Let's see if we have any stone in here, which I don't think I do anymore. Alright, so let's grab some here. Not a shaft. Piece of stone, please. Alright. And then we'll just need to put the funnels, which I think I actually want to grab brass funnels for this because it might make a little bit more sense. So I want to test something. If I take an item, for example, a hammer and a copper ingot, we can make another plate. I'm just testing with copper. Right? I throw this in there. Okay, this will not accept it unless it has a funnel. So brass funnel. Okay. And the reason I want this is actually because I want to say filter from create. And I want to put all of the items that we'll be using. Which might be a lot more than I'm thinking. You know what? Let's just not worry about brass filters here. I don't think we need to. I mean, if I'm careful enough with the create, the crafter and all that, we should just be good. So let's grab another funnel. Right? I don't know where my other funnels went. Maybe I just threw them in here. Alright. So we'll do here, 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 and here. Another question. Can I just export to a chest directly? Just, simple questions, right? I want to answer these before I, go all over the place with conveyors. Of course, me grabbing more copper. One plate. Okay, no. So it does need some sort of transportation. That's fine. I just wanted to have that answered before I put a chest on the end of this line. Alrighty. There we go. There we go. And funnel. And then funnel. Okay. That works. That is our setup for right now. Of course, we'll need crafters. We also want to grab mechanical press, which I guess we can actually just put here. Block. Mechanical press. And if we wanted to, we could use more gearboxes. This might become a trend. So we'll do 2 gearboxes. I think we can do a vertical one. Actually, just do 2 vertical. We can do it this way. This might break the windmill in a second here. Okay, I don't think that's the right rotation. I guess it is. So let's see if I grab a copper. I don't know why I'm grabbing copper left and right here, but... Okay. So that'll work there. So what we'll need to do is grab a chest. Can you guys tell there's a pattern with how I'm building these a little bit? They are very simple. right? I do plan on making them a little bit more simplistic without the conveyors, using mechanical arms in the future, but of course we do need to get a little bit further and create to actually get the mechanical arms. If I can actually type these things. Because we need brass sheets, we need precision machinery, we need to repeat this 5 times, and a whole bunch of other stuff, right? So that is in the future, 100% in the future to get this stuff. I don't think there's any other way to actually get this. Um, so maybe not mechanical arms. Maybe we'll find another way. Maybe we'll just say trains or something. I don't know. It's all up in the air at this point. Hope you guys really know that. Like, I'm not 100% sure if this stuff will actually stay here, if I'll move it to another building. I like to make things up on the whim sometimes. If you guys are new to this series, you probably don't know that. But if you've been watching me for a little bit now, I like to do things out of the blue for absolutely no reason other than I can. So, keep that in mind. Alright, so I don't think... I guess we could actually do... Because I don't think we can do an incline like this, can we? Oh, we can. And we just do funnel? No? Maybe I need... Oh, yeah. That might make sense. And then another funnel? And then let's actually do it this way as well. And we'll do funnel. There we go. And then we'll grab, let's say, an iron ingot instead this time. Changing it up all of a sudden. Okay, iron ingot. Okay. So we will need to have a filter on this. That makes sense. That's fine. Let's change this out to a brass funnel, and we only need to change this one. All right, so let's grab our filter. Let's say plate. Okay, so let's throw an iron ingot on here. All right, take this filter back off. Take this filter back off. Iron plate, and we'll just do all the plates, right? Which we actually need brass sheets. So let's grab some brass. All right, 64 brass, that sounds good. Okay, we'll make this into a sheet real quick. And then we'll alter that filter. And we'll just have to change it every time we want to add something, which is fine. I don't really care. All right, so we've got brass, iron, and copper. There's probably a few more sheets that we can make with this, but I think brass is really the only one because the other ones are covered by the multi-servo. So that's okay. I think there's like zinc plates or zinc sheets or something that we might need in the future. But I'm not 100% worried about that right now. Yeah, the capacitor, that's what I was thinking. So I guess we might want to make zinc sheets, but we can actually do that in the multi-servo. So brass is kind of our limiter. All right. So let me get the crafters down here. Going to be simple, just like how I did these. And then, you know, have an importer on the bottom, pulling stuff out so we can actually send it back to the system. So let me grab that. I'll be right back with you guys. Alrighty, so I have been working on naming all of these machines. We have create plates, create rolling machine, create mech saw, create casting, casing, not casting. I probably should rename this one to create mechanical press or mech press probably. Which these aren't hard to name. Remember, all I'm got to do is come down here with an anvil. I'll just set this down here so we can actually do this real quick. Grab this chest and just say create mech press, because this can be used for more than just the plates, right? This is another vital thing in create. So if we look up mechanical press, you can see, of course, we can make blocks with this whole thing, which is kind of cool. Basically compacting recipes, right? And this is using the basin this is a different version. This is a mechanical mixer. This is a mechanical press. Mechanical press, you can make chocolate into bars of chocolate. Blocks of cast iron using the blaze burner, which is something we'll get into later. Tons and tons of just cool stuff. There's granite crafting, bar of caramel, whatever this is, cast iron ingot. Cast iron ingot, cast iron ingot, that's what I meant. And then, of course, pressing, which is all of the plates. Apparently, you can turn paper or sugarcane into paper, just like 1 per 1. That's pretty cool. Tons and tons of good stuff. Little gingerbread man. So definitely some stuff to look at here. But it's not only for, plates. That's kind of the biggest thing. But basically in this configuration it is. So just keep that in mind. Alright. So we could now look at creating the electric motor. I haven't taught this thing. Capacitors, we can do that real quick. So copper, empty spool, right? And then we'll go iron rod, which I don't think I'm really too worried about anything here. I guess we could make this recipe. That wouldn't kill me. I would just need to go down to the mechanical press and make sure it's, or the rolling pin machine, and make sure it's actually valid. So we'll go up here, rolling machine with this, and we'll toss this in here. So page 1, page 2. Alrighty. And then I think that's everything, right? Oh, capacitor. So we'll just do that. Nope, I'm in the wrong one here. So capacitor. There we go. And then that should be everything. We should be good. So let's make some mechanical crafters, which I believe we need 12. 12, alright. And then while that's happening, let's go throw the capacitor down here. Page 1, page 2. Throw it in there. And this is going slow Y. Let's go downstairs here. So where is that actually messing up at? I'm not 100% sure where that's messing up at. Alright, so I know where. This should actually be 1. And this should be 1. And this should be 1. Alright, I fixed it. Alrighty, so I've got a windmill set up down below here. And we're going to figure out how to actually get this to work here. So I'm not 100% sure with the placement of everything. I'm pretty sure I'd have to actually go this way. And we then want to actually set this. And I think this will work. So we can set a gear here, set this here, and we'll actually need to know how this recipe's set. So 3, 5, 3, 1. So 3, 3. And this might break, so we might have to remove some cogwheels, which is fine. And then 1. Alrighty. So if we actually look at this, you can see that there's these little guiding paths. We need these to all connect. So let's grab our create wrench here. Alright, so we'll grab our create wrench, and we will connect all of these together, which is actually what we just did. Those bottom were the biggest issues. We can actually grab another chest, which we have right here. And, well, actually, let's actually grab a barrel. And just set it there. That'll work. Alright, so what do we need? So we need brass sheets. 6 brass sheets. Alright, so let's grab 11 of these. Let's grab andesite alloy. Right? And then we'll grab copper spool. I was almost tempted to say copper stool. Which we didn't actually teach this to autocraft, which is fine. We can actually just get the empty spool. We'll just grab 64 of these. These aren't that expensive. We'll go for copper spool. Let's see here. So we'll need some more wire. So we'll just grab 64 of that. And of course this stuff will take a while, right? Because it isn't that fast at all. Hence why we're trying to get to these electric motors from Creates, Crafts, and Additions here. Alright. And then we'll put that here. Alright, so let's see. And we need an iron rod. Which I think this will actually work. And we'll need a capacitor. I might make more than one of these, hence why I made 12 of the sheets, but for now. So we'll put that there. Okay, we'll need the brass sheets. Brass. Boom, 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 boom. And then we'll also need the spools. And then we'll need the iron rod, which I don't know if this will work. Okay, that iron rod will not work. That's 100% okay. So we'll just grab this for right now. Take this out, do this. And this should... Oh, we're missing the top piece, which is an andesite alloy. Okay, and then this should just craft pretty quickly here. And boom, we have an electric motor. So how does this electric motor work? That is a question. Okay, let's put this down. Let's grab a flux point. Just because that sounds like overpowered. Right? So how fast does this go? Not really that fast. But it's better, I would think, because it's one block. We don't have to dig out this big tunnel. But I'm not sure what the stress unit is. So let's grab our goggles. Alright. So this is 1,000 stress units. Okay. So this wouldn't be able to power a massive machine. So let's actually try this. Alright, let's go... let's see. Oh, my inventory's full. We can put my axe and shovel away for right now. So if we actually go down here... So this is 3,000. So I think if I put this here, which I actually need my axe back... If I were to take this out, put this electric motor here... I think that's the right direction. Take this block out for a second. Put this here. Okay, hold on. So this is still... Okay, so you see this, how this is gone now? It's because it went too fast. So what we can do is down here, it looks like we can actually increase this. 256. Okay. Put this back on. And now this is going 8,000 stress units per second. Holy cow. Look at that. The thing is like struggling. Okay. So if we look back at this square, I kind of wish they had like an inventory for this. It would have been easier. So if we want this to be lower, we could throw this at 16 per se. Put this here, and it would be 5,000. I don't know what the windmill actually does. So 512 rotations per minute, up to 8,000 stress units. Yeah, see, you can do some fancy stuff with this. So with that knowledge that we can increase this, in theory, we can actually come up here, right? Just take out this piece right here and just go boom. Increase this to 256 and throw this on the bottom. And then look how crazy this thing is going. So with that in mind, right, we're going to keep this here. But with that in mind, let's look at one of these machines, right? So this mechanical saw, this looks like a good option. So this central point actually is where everything is coming from. So if we actually put this down, nope, we want this the other direction. So let's put that cogwheel back actually. Let's throw this, where'd that go? Did it just break and not give it to me? No, it's right here. It went on the conveyor belt. That scared me for a second. I didn't want to have to craft another one right now. All right, and we get rid of this for a second. And we crank this, of course, to... I don't even think we need to crank it that much. 128 sounds good. Okay, there we go. Now, let's request some casings, right? That looks like we need some andesite casings. So andesite casings, let's say 64, start. Watch this. Look how fast this is going. And this is on secondary, right? This is off the secondary chain. So if we actually seize this for a second, and we say, hey, how about faster? This is actually going so fast that the importer from refined storage cannot keep up. And we're actually offloading 2 items onto this ejector plate. That is awesome. So, I'm definitely not keeping it at this rotational speed, by the way, because I think my game might have a stroke. This is pretty cool to know, though. All right, so let's undo this. All right, let's lower this to a reasonable number at 96. Okay, that's a little bit more reasonable. Maybe we'll change it to a little bit or a little bit higher in the future. But now we don't need a windmill at all, right? At all. So what I'm actually thinking now is if we remove this, right? Remove this and remove that. We could probably put this back. All right, try to put it back here. Put the shaft back. And we can come under here. We can put this down here. Increase this to 256. Okay, so yeah, see, this is still overstressed. So this whole system is a little too much. So maybe if we decrease it. Yeah, I don't think we'd actually be able to run this with this motor. I mean, if we divide up the system, that's fine. I was just kind of wondering if we could run it off of this one motor, which it doesn't look like we can. 100% fine. We do have this access point that we could actually run this from here. So what I'm thinking is to make it where we could run this off of one system or 2 systems is we'd have to put this here, put a gearbox here, just so we get this out of the way, and then put the flux point with this being 128, 256 should be fine, right? So this whole system's going, okay? And then we could probably put just one gear. That'd be funny. I mean, we could do that and then put the gearbox on top here, but that's probably not going to be the case. We could just scoot this over. That'll work. I don't 100% know how I had this, but we'll figure it out. And I think this needs to go that way. This needs to go that way. Gear. Nope, not that. this, no, this, no, that. There we go. And that should work. Oh, and then the gearbox up top here. I think that should work. So I'll get the other electric motors off camera, and we're wrapping up the episode for now. Yes, this is absolutely insane. I will keep it like this probably for a little bit to see how fast everything goes. I'm actually kind of curious. What happens if we strip some logs before I get off camera here? It's cruising. Look at that. It's like boom, 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 boom. Oh, I'm loving this. This electric motor is just a little overpowered, but it did take a little bit to get here. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.